Here every creed and race finds an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Hey guys, this is Curtis here at bullytree.com. That's www.bullytree.com. I thought this morning I would play a little guitar for you and sing a part of the national anthem of Trinidad and Tobago. And that would sort of give us an interlude to what I'm going to speak about next. Trinidad and Tobago has just officially passed a law that bans pit bulls. The law stipulates that you can have a pit bull if they allow you to under certain conditions. And here are a few of those conditions. One, your pit bull or your bully dog, which by the way this act doesn't only point out pit bulls, it deals with other types of dogs also that are bully type dogs, and it states pit bulls or anything that comes from the pit bulls or anything that derives from pit bulls, meaning American Staffordshire Terriers, American bullies, and anything of its likes. Okay, pit bulls or anything that is bred down from a pit bull or bred to a pit bull or bred with a pit bull. Okay. It states that they have the authority to deem any breed a dangerous breed at any time. Okay? But the stipulations that I mentioned before are as such. You must have your dog or dogs spayed and neutered by a qualified vet. You must have each dog, listen to this guys, each dog, you ready for this? Insured for $250,000 each dog, a piece, each dog. So if you have 4 dogs, you're looking at $1 million to have your dogs insured. And you must get a license for your dog through some so-called important person or body in your jurisdiction, the council of the whatever it is, In other words, they can come to your house and deem that you shouldn't have a license, and then your dogs would be done with. Okay? Now all of these things, the spaying and neutering, the insurance and the license, all of these standards have to be met in order for you to keep your dog. In other words, a few fortunate people might be able to keep their dogs, but they would never ever be able to breed their dogs again anymore. So, based on the lifespan of bullies, in about 6, 7 or 8 years from now, all pit bulls in Trinidad will be wiped out, unless there are some pit bulls that are being kept illegal, under the table because somebody knows somebody, as it is in all politics, and choose not to say anything. But the aim of the Trinidad government is to wipe out all of the pit bulls, all of the dogs that are bred down from pit bulls, all of the dogs that are deemed vicious, which we know wouldn't be German Shepherds, wouldn't be, or Alsatians as you call them, wouldn't be Doberman Pinschers, There are, and these are for you. This one is for you Trinidadians. Pothounds. They are pothounds that are more dangerous than any pit bull could ever be. I myself was bitten by a pothound. My brother, stepbrother, was bitten by a pothound. They've been biting for years. Nobody does anything about it. All of a sudden, they're taking away the pride and joy and the love of some people's lives in the American Pitbull Terrier. And setting up to kill them. That's what's going to happen. People are going to drop their dogs off at the side of the streets to be picked up and killed. People are going to hide their dogs, eventually to be arrested because they're hiding their dogs. This is a terrible and sad situation that's about to happen in Trinidad. We have to mend our strengths together and say no to the Trinidad government that this is a big mistake. And I know that there are people in Trinidad and around the world that will not agree with me or us. But the truth is, it's not the dog's fault. Okay? My belly button was cut in Trinidad. And so, with that said, I am wondering, aren't the Trinidadians supposed to have some sort of a say? Well, if we all supposed to have a say in what's happening in Trinidad, why is the bully community just being neglected? How can you pass a law without even considering the effect that it's going to have on the people? Who the law is actually about. I understand that there are bully types that have bitten and killed people. That is wrong. It hurts for the families of the people that have been killed. It even hurts sometimes for the owners of the dogs that have killed people. You understand? But all breeds of dogs kill. All breeds of dogs, bigger dogs, bite. And all breeds of smaller dogs and bigger dogs bite, And so, we have to stand up and say, eliminating an entire breed is wrong. Putting these dogs to death is wrong. Who are we to just take a whole breed and destroy it? Our breed wasn't bred for people biting. Okay? And it is wrong to target a breed and then every other breed that derives from it and prosecute it. It is wrong, Mr. Government of Trinidad and Tobago. It is wrong. I want to apologize to the people that have been hurt by pit bulls and pit bull type dogs and bully type dogs in Trinidad, with the understanding that not all of the dogs that have bitten people in Trinidad that have been deemed pit bull type or bully type dogs are actually that. There are dogs that are totally misrepresented as pit bulls, and so we need to take a stand and say no to the government of Trinidad and Tobago. We need to let them know that this is not the way that you deal with issues. If you drove an American car or a Japanese car, somebody got drunk and you drove a car and they crashed it or they killed somebody, you don't outlaw the car. You don't say, oh, there's been 3 people that have been killed by Toyotas, by drivers driving Toyotas. You don't say, let's stop importing Toyota cars because they're killing people. That's not the way you go about it. What you do about it is you go after the people that have caused the accidents. Similarly, for the dogs, you go after the owners that are not responsible. And I have preached this for years and years and years. Banning a dog or a breed of dog or a breed of animal is not going to solve the problem. What solves the problem is implementing laws that will punish irresponsibility. Okay? It's just like in politics, Mr. Trinidad. Just like in politics. If your government is irresponsible, if your government is selfish, if your government is one-sided and a little bit shaky, what do? You don't punish all the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You change the government and the people in authority. But you have to have a government, just as you have to have dogs. You know, they're animals, they're living, breathing creatures. God's creatures that you're about to kill by the thousands. By the thousands. Okay? And we, as a bully community, say this is wrong. Today we are standing up and saying, Mr. Trinidad and Tobago, check yourself, please. Okay? In all humbleness, we're saying, check your law, because you're about to eradicate, to wipe out hundreds, maybe hundreds of thousands of dogs. Okay? Please, don't do it. Meet us as a community and let's sort this out. We can help to implement tougher laws and tougher restrictions, even on important dogs. You know, ways to educate people before they even have a dog. You know, things we can do. But wiping out the dogs, it wouldn't solve the problem. It wouldn't solve the dog biting problem. It wouldn't solve the mauling problem. Okay? Irresponsible owners have to and should pay a huge fine, and there should be stipulations as to who should own a bully type dog. Bully community, if you agree with me, as I know you do, stand with me. Let's make a statement. Let's get some petitions, and let's get this thing on the road. We have until August the 1st to do something. Okay? With that said, peace. Hear every pig